Welcome to our class today. Let's continue our subject. Today we continue with the juridical understanding of Pancasila Part 2. Our topic is study of the application of instrumental values and practical values of Pancasila in agricultural science development. My name is Sedarnawati Yasni. I will explain this topic in detail. First of all, let's try to understand the meaning of the title. Study of the application of the instrumental values and practical values of Pancasila in agricultural science development means study of the application of instrumental values and the practical values of Pancasila in the development of agricultural science. In the era of advanced science and technology, IPTEX, especially in the field of agriculture, the Indonesian people will face various challenges that require readiness to manage their natural resources in order to achieve common prosperity, namely achieving national goals. The purpose is understand the instrumental values and practical values of Pancasila in the implementation of national development, particularly in sustainable agriculture. Aims: fostering the attitude and behavior of citizens based on the 1945 Constitution or Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 and the applicable laws and regulation. To prioritize the principle of environmental friendly agricultural development by utilizing science and technology for the prosperity of the people. Learning outcomes. First, students are able to explain the application of instrumental values and the practical values of Pancasila as the basis and orientation of scientific development in agriculture. Second, students are able to explain the basic principle of agricultural development based on agricultural science, especially those related to the role of the IPB University in accordance with the values adopted by the IPB. The Pancasila value system is divided into three, namely basic values, instrumental values, and praxis values. First, basic values of Pancasila are the values contained in the preamble of the 1945 Constitution or Undang-Undang Dasar 1945, which include the values goodliness, humanity, unity, people, and justice. Second, instrumental values of Pancasila is a further elaboration of the basic values in the form of article of the Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 and other laws and regulation. Third, practical values of Pancasila are values that are actually implemented in real life every day, in the life of the community, nation, and state, referring to the basic and instrumental values that exist in Pancasila and Undang-Undang Dasar 1945, as well as all applicable laws and regulation. This slide mentions some of the instrumental values of Pancasila related to the rights and obligations of citizens. The first principle of Pancasila, ketuhanan yang Maha Esa, believe in the one and only God, mention that the state guarantees the freedom of each resident to embrace his own religion and to worship according to his religion and beliefs. The second principle of Pancasila, kemanusiaan yang adil dan beradab, fair and civilized humanity. One of the article mentioned that, for example, Article 27 ayat 3, every citizen has the right and obligation to participate in effort to defend the state. The third principle of Pancasila, Persatuan Indonesia, the unity of Indonesia. Article 1 mentioned that the state of Indonesia is a unitary state which is in the form of a republic. The fourth principle of Pancasila, kerakyatan yang dipimpin oleh hikmat kebijaksanaan dalam permusyawaratan perwakilan. Communities led by wisdom policy in representative. Article 1 ayat 2 mentioned that sovereignty is in the hands of the people and is exercised according to the Constitution. The fifth principle of Pancasila, keadilan sosial bagi seluruh rakyat Indonesia. Social justice for all people of Indonesia. Article 33 ayat 3 mention that the land and water and the natural resources contained therein shall be controlled by the state and used for the greatest prosperity of the people. Let's understanding the characters of the Indonesian nation. The character of nation is understood as a system of cultural values and beliefs that appear as the culture of the community so that it can be responded to as character or personality. The character of the Indonesian nation is formed based on the character of each individual who grows from birth through parental education and a family environment that refers to the values of local wisdom. Effort to grow the character or jati diri of the Indonesian nation requires intervention through education related to the values of Pancasila. Indonesian national values refer to cultural values, religious values, and national values that have grown as the identity of the Indonesian nation and are the roots of the value of Pancasila. Presiden Soekarno said, bangsa ini harus dibangun dengan mendahulukan pembangunan karakter. Kalau tidak dilakukan, maka bangsa Indonesia menjadi bangsa kuli. How to develop of Indonesian nation character? First, building the character of the Indonesian nation based on the values of Pancasila requires education from an early age as an effort from the state and other components of the nation to build a sense of love for the country, awareness of nationalism, loyalty to Pancasila, willing to sacrifice for the nation and state, and ready to apply the values of Pancasila in everyday life. Second, character education within the framework of Pancasila seeks to create a nation that has an identity, religious, human that is just and civilized, united as the Indonesian nation, upholds democracy, deliberation for consensus, and social justice for all Indonesian. The value of national character building are expected to be able to realize the characteristic and behavior of citizenship that is characterized by Indonesia trustworthiness, self-reliance, creativity, willingness to work together or collaboration, and mutual respect. This slide mentions that some principles of long-term agricultural development. In accordance with the National Long-Term Development Plan, RPJPN, for the period of 2005 until 2025, there are several principles that become the reference for national development, which are directly related to agricultural development. First, utilizing all the basic assets of the development as a national force, both effective and potential for national development. Second, the territory of Indonesia as an archipelagic country, which is rich in natural resources, is very important to realize as a strength, but also a weakness that can provide opportunities for various threats that could endanger the future of Indonesia. Natural wealth and biodiversity for development must be carried out responsibly for the prosperity of the people. Fourth, a large population and a very diverse culture is a source of productive potential for national development. If democratization in the political and economic fields and decentralization in the field of governance and development management can be implemented properly. Let's understanding the character of the Indonesian nation. The National Development Vision toward 2025 is an independent, advanced, just, and prosperous Indonesia. National development is characterized by independence, in a sense, the right of every nation to determine its own destiny and determine the best for itself and its nation. Independence is not independence of isolation, but recognizing the existence of conditions of interdependence that cannot be avoided in the life of society, nation, and state. In the era of globalization and free trade, interdependence between nations is increasingly strong. It must be anticipated and dealt with in a proactive manner rather than being reactive or defensive. More fundamentally, independence reflects the attitude of the Indonesian nation in facing all forms of threats, challenges, obstacles, and disturbance, with a character that is able to jointly carry out national development. How to build a competitiveness nation according to Pancasila values? The implementation of the instrumental and practical values of Pancasila are expected to be able to foster the character of the Indonesian nation, which is competitive in the life between nations. Effort to create a competitive Indonesian nation shall be carried out by prioritizing the development of quality and competitive human resources, increasing mastery and utilization of science and technology through education, research, and development and application to produce innovation in a sustainable manner. Various ongoing national development programs, including infrastructure development, reform in the field of law and state apparatus, and strengthening of the domestic economy based on regional excellence. In development management, guided by effort to maintain the balance and sustainability of the potential of national natural resources through the use of space that is compatible with use for settlements, socio-economic activities, and conservation effort, as well as optimizing the use of biodiversity as part of the basic capital of sustainable development. How is agricultural development related to the vision and mission of IPB University? In this slide mentioned that IPB has a vision to be former in strengthening the nation's dignity through leading higher education at global levels in the field of agriculture, marine, and tropical bioscience. Mission of IPB: prepare educated individuals who are superior, professional, and have entrepreneurial characteristics in the field of agriculture, marine, and tropical bioscience. Pioneering the development of superior science and technology in the fields of agriculture, marine, and tropical biosciences for the advancement of the nation. Transforming science and technology and superior culture of IPB for enlightenment, benefit, and improving the quality of life in a sustainable manner. Philosophy IPB is upholds academic ethics, academic freedom, freedom of academic expression, and scientific autonomy, and always strive to advance, maintain, and practice science and technology, as well as cultural appreciation through education, research, and community services. You already understand that IPB is in carrying out its activities includes the three dharma of higher education, namely education, research, and community service. Education is carried out in an inclusive, democratic, and just manner by upholding academic norms and ethics as well as religious values, human rights, cultural values, plurality, harmony, and national unity. Research is conducted honestly, objectively, creatively, and inventively by upholding research ethics to increase the nation's competitiveness and the preservation of universe. Community service is held in a participatory manner as a manifestation of IPB's social responsibility, directed primarily and empowering farming communities, ranchers and fishermen, rural communities, and agricultural business actors in a broad sense. Development in agriculture has a strategic position in national development because it involves the life and death of the Indonesian nation. In agriculture, regarding the future of the nation and state of Indonesia, the seriousness of all parties, producer, consumer, and the government is needed in order agricultural development can be successful. Indonesia is a tropical country that is rich in renewable natural resources, especially in agriculture, is inseparable from various traits, both from natural aspect, science and technology, as well as economic strategies that develop domestically and globally. Let's take a look at the IPB values and ethics. First, stick to and upholding the principle of honesty, objectivity, adherence to the principles, and free of interest in the way of thinking to obtain scientific truths. Second, upholding universal human values, maintaining harmony and sustainability of life on Earth. Third, having sided with the interests of the nation, society at large, agricultural development, farmers, breeders, and fishermen in setting priority programs for the development of academic activities and dissemination of the result of the Tridharma. Fourth, always oriented towards a future that is more advanced and more just. Values and ethics are manifested in IPB activities, such as a member of the IPB academic community, we must understand the goals and function of IPB related to the agricultural development. IPB aims to prepare students who have national character and are able to apply and develop science and technology in agriculture. Find, develop, and disseminate science and technology for humanity and provide solution to agricultural problems and become a source of wisdom, enlightening power, and guardian of the nation's morale for the realization of civil society and sustainable development. From such explanation, it can be said that the role of IPB is in the line with the instrumental and practical values of Pancasila. In this slide, community IPB academics must understand the purpose and function of IPB. So I will explanation the IPB function. First, the forefront of seeking scientific truth, discovering, expanding, and deepening knowledge and providing solution to national and global problems in agriculture. Second, Center for Mastery and Technology Development in Agriculture. Third, source of science and technology and function as a source of innovation in agriculture for the greatest possible prosperity of the people and environmental sustainability. Fourth, source of wisdom and guardian of ethical and moral values to uphold the dignity of the nation in the implementation of national agricultural higher education, a source of innovation in the delivery of agricultural education. Let's take a look at the condition of national agriculture and challenges of the future. In this slide, you can read that the condition of national agriculture, such as the productivity and quality of farmers' agricultural products as raw material, are still relatively low. Productivity and quality of agricultural products have not been able to compete. Food security has not been achieved optimally it still depends on imports. Ownership of agricultural land for each farming family is decreasing. There are still obstacles in the transformation of science and technology to farmers in rural areas. Collaboration between farmers, entrepreneurs, and academia has not been well established. Government policies still need to be reformed. Many challenges of the future, such as competition for quantity and quality of production between countries, is increasing. The production of agricultural industrial product is increasingly competitive in the global market. Food needs are increasing along with population growth. The labor scarcity for rural agriculture is increasing. Farming income has decreased due to reduced agricultural land ownership. Accelerating the transformation of science and technology in the context of technology transfer requires the right models and policies. A modern farming model by empowering farmer cooperatives and professional management is increasingly needed. It needs political decision in favor of agriculture in order to build a people's economy based on agribusiness and agro-industry in rural areas. Based on conditions of national agriculture and future challenges can be explained by alternative solution development of agriculture as follows. First, acceleration of agricultural development based on agribusiness and agro-industry as a national movement is an urgent need to implement instrumental and practical values of Pancasila. Second, with the development of characters as a nation, it is expected to build national strength to succeed development, especially in agriculture. Third, IPB students are a highest potential by the nation and the state to achieve more optimum in developing agriculture in Indonesia. As a closing, to always remember and motivate ourselves, I invite all of you to make a brief review related the statement of every principle of Pancasila. For the first opportunity, let's start with the first principle of Pancasila, ketuhanan yang Maha Esa. This is my voice as an example. Please listen it. Mata air Pancasila. Sila ke-1, ketuhanan yang Maha Esa. Saya, Sedarnawati Yasni, dosen pengampu mata kuliah pendidikan Pancasila di IPB, ingin mengingatkan firman Tuhan yang Maha Esa bahwa sesungguhnya kami telah menempatkan kamu sekalian di muka bumi dan kami adakan bagimu di muka bumi sumber penghidupan. Amatlah sedikit kamu bersyukur. Al-Quran, Surat Al-A'raf, Surat 7 ayat 10. Artinya, Tuhan Sang Pencipta manusia dan alam semesta meminta kita bangsa Indonesia untuk menguasai ipteks agar mampu mengolah sumber penghidupan yang diciptakannya untuk kesejahteraan hidup bersama sebagai rasa syukur.